Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the post-van Goose. Its continuing mission: to seek out new locations and new irascible old women with lots of cats to deliver to. To boldly go where no computer programmer from the late 1980s has gone before. I thought I'd deliver this one, never mind.
Hey,
Hello, sir.
I reckon that's a parcel with my name on it.
That's a name you can trust. It's Jack
If your
Reynolds.
name is Jack Reynolds? Indeed.
Indeed I am. And I reckon you're the new
I
postal
do
worker.
reckon you're the new postal worker. I reckon you
I
could
reckon
say
you
that.
could say that.
Well, thank you much.
That's
New
not a
around
phrase.
here,
Nobody
I
says
reckon.
thank you much.
People call me JR. I'm a farmer and DJ.
That's
Meredith.
this twat
Nice to
who
meet
always
you.
goes on the radio in the morning.
I think I've heard you on the radio.
You did, eh? Well, it's what I like to do. I had
Where do
some
you
spare
broadcast from?
time and a room in the shed, so
No.
I figured, why not?
About your playlist. I think it could use some more songs.
Indeed, working on that. But I'm
Maybe
in
I
the
shouldn't
middle
have
of a potato
launched with
harvest.
some criticism.
Don't have much time. Hey, listen, postal worker Meredith, I need to get
Hey,
back
listen,
to work.
postal worker Meredith,
Can
why
do
don't
me
you
a
mind
favor
your own
and give
fucking
this envelope
business
to Frank?
and tell you,
Sure, no
and
problem.
tell you how to
Thank you so
do your
much.
job. To get camera. Oh, that's right. That's nice. That's nice. For the life of me, cannot remember what I'm supposed to be doing with that. Meet with Rob about paperwork. Absolutely. Pick up Laurie's movie box. Movie night with Laurie. But what is it about the camera? Because I absolutely cannot remember. Stop. Hey, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. So, that's it. I'm done. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Look at this murder landscape. Somebody, at least one party worth of teens has been chased across this open field with a killer with a chainsaw. 100%. And most of them didn't make it. I wish that the Friday the 13th game had taken off. I know it was glitchy and all the legal issues really prevented it from... Ooh, oh, it's just a fish sign, right. Could you do... I was about to say, could you do a murder mystery like this? Well, of course you can. That's what Sweary's thing, Good Life, was. And Deadly Premonition. Yeah, of course you can. Fuck am I headed here? Alright. Can I just go off-road and all the way over there? And more importantly, do I really want to try? Thank fuck, actually, that they didn't put a time management mechanic in this. Because that would have been unreal. More traffic would have been appreciated, though. So, having walked around Kent over the weekend, I can in fact confirm... Oh shit, is this one way? Fuck! I can in fact confirm that the Brits, and by the Brits I mean me, we do in fact have red stop signs like that. Where would Frank be for delivering stuff? I parked the van too far away. I forgot the low speed. Hey. Hey. Very familiar.
Hi, Meredith. Hope the town's treating you well.
She's a fucking ghost. I don't think I can visit any more shops or anything. I'm gonna finish crossing the road when I've finished, actually, thanks. Yeah, no. Alright. But you know what, for a budget game, they've done a really good job actually making this town feel lived in, livable, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm from the UK. A very real... Ooh! Did you see that? Like, had I not gone back to, like, been pulling in then?
Meredith and Robert.
No.
Welcome to Moe's. Table for two?
Hi, Maureen. Yes, please. A quiet one if possible.
Yeah, we have fucking
We've got work to
accountancy to do for some reason.
Is that what they're calling it now? Speaking of work, Robert, someone reckoned they could fix the roof themselves and, made it worse somehow. I mean, foot just went right through. No physical harm, thankfully.
The roof. Yes, I promised to take a look at it. Let me check out the damage real quick. Be right back.
Thanks, darling. Sure is one of the good ones right there.
Shut the fuck up,
He
I don't
seems
care.
very nice, but I haven't actually talked to him longer than 10 minutes.
What's time got to do with anything? You know what you want when you see it, hon.
Fuck off! Ha ha ha.
Ha ha, Maureen. Speak for yourself.
That is
well,
unreal.
I guess there might be a bit of projection involved. Well, who can blame me, right? Anyway, let me show you to my nicest table. The sun hits your face in all the right places here.
Who do you hear that from? You should just know.
Okay, so
It's not bad,
what
actually.
you're saying is there's a couple of things we can do, but no chainsaws.
Definitely no chainsaws, for the moment. It's just that the remaining options will take time, effort, and patience.
Well, that's 1 out of 3 for me.
Can I get you lovebirds? Anything else?
Somebody's fucking laying it on like a
Maureen,
trowel.
really? I could always decide not to fix your roof today, you know.
Don't worry, Robert. I know Maureen. I'm sure she doesn't mean anything by it.
Just copy.
A coffee refill would be nice. Thanks, Maureen.
Gotcha, hun. Robert?
The same for me, please.
Sure thing. Back in a jiff.
Ashley, is that coffee machine still running?
I want you to buckle.
They what?
Glad we're finally done for today.
Wish I
But
could
there's more to
buy
come.
everything you need. I want you to buckle when you think of me. I want you to buckle when you see.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
Thanks,
I'm going to give
but
him the benefit of the
You don't
doubt.
sound very convincing.
You'll be fine.
Look at him, he's put on a
When the
brand new
going gets
shirt, and I
tough.
just don't
The
give a shit.
tough get going.
Very
I
cool
love
as well
that
that they've
song.
actually modelled
Okay, you two hardworking
a jacket
individuals. Here you go.
for Meredith.
Thanks, Maureen.
It's like pop on and take off
More
when she goes.
coffee.
You
How
know,
can anyone
stuff.
survive without it? So, how's life in PO so far?
It's only been a week, but so far so good.
Yeah.
See
I've
anything
been
you
here
like?
A bit longer.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Time sure does fly.
I'm sure you must have
I
some
should have
good
gone.
stories.
I regret this. This is like when you stay for one more drink after you've like.
Yeah. Look, Meredith. I'm sorry. I
I'm
really better
taken.
get started on fixing that roof. It's just, that's quite a big job. While it's still light out and all, you know. So, thanks so much for your help. I mean,
Did I just get shot
I really
down?
do appreciate it. Drive home safe.
How fucking
I'll see
dare
you
he?
around town. So, yeah, I'll see you.
I cannot fucking believe that this twat has shot me down. This guy is nothing compared to Meredith. She is a babe of the highest water. And this guy lived out in the sticks, probably smells, for quite some time. All he can't do basic accountancy stuff. That's more important than fixing roofs. You can get people to do that. Why not keep this interesting? I want you to buckle when you think of me. I wish I could bottle everything now you need. Do. Want you to buckle when you see. Alright, let's at least give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him explain himself. I am really enjoying this game. Thanks, Tagsman.
Everything okay over here?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm really
not
enjoying it.
sure.
I like how low-key it is. I know that they're trying to, like... I know that the idea is, oh, look, there's a bit of a tension between what she thought she wanted to do with her life and what she is doing now that she's gone back to her hometown. And I think it can be a little bit... A lot of the stories like this lay it on thick, like with a trowel. They're like, oh, sometimes the big city isn't the best. But this one's actually doing it quite nicely.
Postal Service. I'm calling with regards to compliance to policies and guidelines.
Whoa.
Such as the use of Postal Service property, code of conduct, and so on. I will be in touch again soon.
Wait, what? What happened? What did I do anything wrong there? Because I thought that was going to be... Oh, I delivered that guy's letter without a stamp.
Meredith, it's Steve.
Fuck off, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
But what the fuck's that about? Am I illegally taking over my dad's route?
Any idea what's going on?
Yeah, yes, I did not send it.
Yes, I did not send it.
Bow.
Send it. What's going on? Is something wrong?
I just didn't feel like it, Steve.
This is
I think I
wonderful.
needed a break.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry about it, Meredith.
There's a really good thread on
I'm
Reddit.
sure you'll be the normal and awesome Meredith again soon. And I really need you. We're super close.
There's a really good
to
thread on
signing
Reddit
a
about
monster deal.
this person who got sacked by their company completely unceremoniously because they basically said, no, you don't appreciate me well enough.
Monster deal?
And
Sounds awesome.
so they fired
Yes,
this person,
super
and they had
awesome.
all the
I'll keep you
logins.
posted.
They were
Get
then
it?
not required to
Okay,
hand them over,
bye.
nothing, and they eventually had to like pay double their salary to get them back. That's the dream. Get your boss to beg you to come back. Stay and watch TV, stay and read a book. There was a sexy
Countess
book, wasn't
and the
there?
Carpenter. Chapter 3. Come in, were the most regretted words Cecilia had uttered in a long time. They were instantly followed up by, "Get out!" when she saw the surprised face of the carpenter's apprentice, instead of her niece, Anna. Apparently, her hosts wasted no time in addressing the problem of a malfunctioning bathroom faucet.
That's less sexy than I thought it was going to be.
Good morning, Meredith.
Oh, I
There's
got
an
letters for
envelope
you.
today with an incomplete address on it.
Oh,
It only
fucking
says
yes.
Mickey and June, Lake Campground, Providence Oaks. Do you think you can find that?
How much of a problem do you think this really is
Yeah, I think I
for
know
the
where
real
that
postal
is.
service?
All
Because I
right.
know when
Have
I'm
a great
addressing
day.
even stuff
Thanks.
to this flat,
Oh, by the way, Frank,
sometimes
I
I'll
wanted
like
to ask you
miss
something.
out
I will
one of the
not
lines, and you go like,
babysit
they'll probably
Mildred's
figure it out
cats.
from like the street address, the
No.
number, the
It's about
postcode.
something else.
But when it's out in the sticks and it's just like the tree near the stream. What?
What's in those envelopes for you?
Oh, that's just for stamps. Saves them the hassle of driving up here. Hey, I gotta get back to work. Catch
I'm
you
no
later.
narc. Snitches get stitches. And frankly, I don't want to tangle with Frank. Frank knows where the bodies are buried in this town, and he's probably buried at least half of them.
How about a pet peeve to start the weekend? Or will it be a positive?
See, I thought he was going to say, pet peeve, uppity new post women who tell me what the fuck I should be playing on my radio station.
We've got a beautiful lake and a nice boulevard, but why don't we have one of those coin-operated binoculars?
I like the idea, Tina. Let's
I have
take
a question.
closer look at today's
Why
weather
would you
now.
ever advocate for a
few
coin-operated
clouds, nothing but sunny
binocular
skies in the air.
thing when you could ask for a free one? That make no sense to me. Okay. You know, I'm just so wound up that I can't pay to look at my own lake. Just so I just really want to spend money on that. What that caller really wanted was to set up her own coin-operated binocular and make a fucking fortune from the residents of this town. The good-hearted residents of whatever this town's called, Providence Oaks. I wish there was a way I could actually include the music in the VOD. I know it's like coming in ever so softly, but it's not the same. Oh, wait. Is this where my old school friend lives? I thought it was a coffin. I thought it was a coffin. Do-do-do-do-do. You know what I do like about this game quite a bit, actually, is that without
No answer.
you always have enough time to complete your route, to complete your round, and get onto whatever the activity in the evening is. It's not as strict as like a Persona game. You're not constantly struggling to complete stuff. It's not like Papers, Please. It's literally just, we're telling you a nice story in this town. That said, at no time will I ever learn these street names, except by accident, and even then it'll be on sufferance. There's a new episode of the Always Sunny podcast out, and I was shocked by how much trivia I knew just off the top of my head. Why isn't that brain power? Why isn't that memory being used for more important stuff? Why can't I remember any of the French that I learned in high school? Why is it just trivia and nonsense? And probably by the end of this game, about half the street names, like Jackson back there. Where to? Tell you what, let's go and try and find... We'll go and try and find those people at the campsite now. Oh, that's right, yeah. That's an excuse to go and see Chloe Sevigny. The love of my life. I'm talking in character there, I'm being Meredith. There is, hang on a minute. Let's try this. There is auto drive, isn't there? Or that was at some point. Place waypoint. No. Alright, fuck it, let's drive. This, I feel like, is one of those games that would really benefit from smell-o-vision. The ability to kind of smell those pines. I'm driving past Moe's now, smelling that pie and the coffee. Like, that would add so much to this. Like, smell the fresh air coming in off the mountains. Now, it wouldn't work as well for a game like Resident Evil 7, where everything would reek of mold. Or Resident Evil 8, where you would reek of mold. Or like Condemned probably wouldn't work. But you could just turn it off. Right. The lack of handbrake is really... It's not getting to me. But I just wish that it was there, just as an option.
I remember Dad telling me, Meredith, the picnic area is for the older kids. I think I was 17 when I had my first actual picnic here. It rained.
I have heard that before, and this is only the second time I've driven down this road. That's not great. Oh, sit on log. I don't know why I got so excited about sitting on the log.
How are you?
I may have mail for you.
Is it addressed to Mickey or June?
Look at this
both.
fucking hipster.
To both. Here you go.
Oh, sweet brother Damien, savior in the hour of darkness.
Never mind
It's
him.
gone well.
He's a bit stressed out. We were a bit low on paper.
I'm assuming that means
Nice
money.
to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Meredith. Nice to meet you too.
Woo!
What kind of paper?
Probably a bit of cash and some rolling paper.
Ah, you know what I mean?
Ah, that kind of paper.
Is that illegal to... No, it's
No
not.
harm in that.
It's just the
Amen,
papers,
sister.
right? It's not the actual
Thanks for the delivery.
You're welcome.
marijuana itself that they're sending. Nice of you, by the way.
Nice RV, by the way. Is it yours?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's awesome. We borrowed it.
I fucking knew. I knew she was going to go ... borrowed.
You get in here, please. Now.
These guys are on the lam.
That's my cue. It was nice meeting you. Sweet Meredith.
What's she angling for?
Can you, like, not tell the authorities your whole life story?
Should I be concerned about that, do we think? It's nice. It's nice. Right, I'm glad that's there. If it weren't, it wouldn't have been the end. Can I sit on this bench? If it weren't, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But like this, now that I know I can't sit on that bench, it's going to bug me forever. But it is a wonderful game. Is it just addresses that you can fast travel to then? Yeah. Right, so let's try that. Why does it have to load in? Oh! It didn't. That's interesting. So where has the automatic driving feature gone? I don't want to say it's easy to be a postwoman, because it's not. It can't be. What I think I'm saying is, I think I'm the greatest post-delivery person who has ever lived, because I've taken to this like a duck to water. Now, does it help that it's a tiny, tiny town? That honestly, people should just be coming to the post office to get their own mail? Yes. Yes, that's a huge factor. Does it help that I'm not up against the clock? Absolutely. I still think I'm the greatest, and nobody can disabuse me of that. Now, did I miss the turn? Absolutely. But who's to say that I didn't mean to? This is spooky. Who the fuck? Nope. Nope. That's a Jason Voorhees. There is no other reason to live out in the woods except that you are a serial killer. It's just serial killers as far as the eye can see. They probably have get-togethers every weekend to reminisce about the teens that they moided. That said, I am the one driving a white van, so I'm probably the scariest. And straight out into the road. When... God, I was too old to be doing it when I must have been like 20? Maybe even older, maybe like 21. I was just like, you know what? I never did. I never went egging. So I'm going to go egging. So me and some mates got in my car, and we drove out, and we would just lob eggs at people's houses or other people's cars. We were 21, mind you, so we were way too old to be doing this. And at one point, we hit somebody's window, and they looked out immediately, and I just swung the car out into traffic, not even looking. And I think that was the final straw for some of my mates who were just like, just take me home. Just take me home. Do you see that drift? Because they quite rightly were like, I'm not about to be killed so that you can say that you egged somebody's house when you were 21. I heard a fucking chainsaw. I heard that chainsaw. Oh my god. Maybe I don't have to talk to him.
Hi, Robert. Here's the mail.
Thanks, Meredith. And, sorry for leaving all of a sudden yesterday.
Yeah, you
what was
bastard.
that all about?
Well, it was just... I needed some space.
We're not even going out
I've
yet.
gotten a bit too used to being on my own.
I know what you mean.
Cool. Thanks. I just don't want you to feel weird about it. I was the weirdo.
There's nothing wrong with a little weirdness.
I just wanted you to know that. Anyways, let's see what's in the mail.
One person's little weirdness is another
The dentist
person's
appointment. Why am I sharing
grounds
that
for
with you?
conviction. I didn't hear what he said. I wasn't paying attention. I was being
regarding those
facetious.
apartments?
Nothing. Hallelujah. This gives me a bit more peace of mind to work on my wild card plan.
It's been ages here. I'm worried that if I engage even ever so slightly
Good
with this
luck with
guy,
that.
he's going to end up being my default love interest. I just don't want it. I just don't want it. The default love interest in games is so bland and inoffensive. I'm thinking Liara. Liara's probably an example of it done right from Mass Effect. Kind of the most common love interest, and she's blue, you know, and that's exciting, I suppose. But compared to the other love interest, she's nothing. Nothing to her. So, I think, who's the other one? Lydia from Skyrim. Whereas everybody knows it's all about Ayla the Hunter. Right, let's go pick up this box. And you know why they do it? It's because they... you can drift. They do it so that nobody's, like, gonna finish the game without having a love interest and finding at least a couple of aspects of their personality that they get along with. But for the most part, you're just going... There's a really... the Dragon Quest movie, the CGI one that came out, sort of lent into that a little bit and had the protagonist go, actually, you know what? This is a video game. I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to go for a different one. And still ended up with the bland, boring main love interest. Yup.
Hey, Lori. Did you watch The Love Bug?
Hey, Miss W. Yes, I did, and I guess I liked it.
A rousing review.
Sweet. Good enough for me.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, she's sanding off the edges of the
Ancient
compliment a
isn't
little
all
bit.
bad. You still ready for Sunday?
I have never been more ready. It's going to be rad.
Rad. Yes.
Can't wait.
Yes, yes,
Me
yes.
neither. See you then.
I, a middle-aged woman in the 80s, think it's rad. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, is this? This is 1986, 87? So are we now like 2 years away from Bill and Ted's? What? What's out now? Was the thing out? When was the thing out? The Thing, John Carpenter. was out 1982. The Thing was long out by now. So if that doesn't come up in a big way, we're quitting. We're quitting the game. Because that is John Carpenter's best movie by some distance. Oh, maybe Big Trouble in Little China, but also one of the greatest horror movies ever made. So if that doesn't come up in this game that has a subplot about 80s movies, in the bin. Would it not get boring living in a town? I don't know why I said that like one of the Beatles. Would it not get boring living in a town like this, John? You know everybody, right? So why? What's the attraction of? Oh wait, have I got to go straight to the? Because I'm carrying this movie box, do I have to go straight to the Blockbusters? Seems odd, but fine. Does that mean that they're encouraging me to wait until the end of the day? Didn't look again. Didn't learn anything from that egging incident. Are they encouraging me to wait until the end of the day to do these, like, extracurricular activities? Or am I just not seeing the put down button? Fuck. Lost my nerve. Was going to swerve across the... Hello? Yeah? No, I can't. Ow, no, I can't. What's wrong with it?
I told you to mind the metal bit. It's
Yeah.
hot.
Well, I got that now.
Well, that's what I said.
Ow!
You cut yourself.
No. No, but I have grated myself a little bit.
Okay, I told you not to do that.
How's this supposed to come out?
I don't know.
I don't know. No, I cannot figure that out. I'm sorry.
But I need it. What kind of boyfriend are you?
Bad one. Love you. Oh god, my fucking thumb. There's another good thread on Reddit today about dads who've got into horrendous accidents and then just carried on as though there was nothing to it. Like they've torn all the skin off their back, or they've been completely degloved, and instead of going to the hospital, they've gone like, no, absolutely not. I need to finish roofing. That, I keep looking at this. This is a Shenmue alley. Like, I should be able to knock on one of those doors and ask if they know where I can find sailors. And maybe that will come up later in the game. I don't know.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, hey.
So, hey, I dropped off and
Where's the
picked up
coldness
those
come from?
movies.
Right.
Is everything okay? You don't seem your usual peppy self.
You don't know me, Meredith,
Whoa,
okay?
whoa,
This can be
whoa.
a stressful job.
Okay. I know a thing or two about stressful jobs.
No, I
I'll
wouldn't
leave
say
it
that
be.
either, though, to be fair.
Yeah, actually, now's not a great time. There's 2 more movies on the counter. If you could deliver those, that'd be peachy.
Jaws and The Dirty Dozen.
Okay, that's a joke. That one's the correct answer. This one is patronizing. Maybe she'd laugh. I don't know. That one is the worst fucking one you could do.
Best not to mix these two up.
Great, thanks.
I did grate my
it.
thumb a little bit.
Bye.
Ads can do whatever they want and just, like, walk it off. And I've cut my thumb on a fucking grater. Alright. So is that going to show up in my deliveries now? To Bert. Wait. Is that it? Also, what's going on with her? That's really annoying. I get that you can be annoyed and stressed out and stuff, but don't take it out on somebody like who's doing you this favor, who's basically helping you build this business. Oh my god, that's going to be what the end game, isn't it? Me and Chloe 70 there are going to launch Netflix together. This has all been a really interesting piece of branded content for Netflix. That's so smart. What I wanted to do was stream some of the games on Netflix, just to see what they're like. So which of these tapes do you think Bert the Fisherman has gone for? And have they gone the obvious route, or are they going to subvert expectations and actually have him super into the Dirty Dozen? Or has he got both? Oh, like a glove. Isn't MovieBox already a movie service? Oh, he's on his boat.
Mr. Mackey, I've got this movie box for you.
Leave it on the porch of the cabin, could ya?
I mean...
No problem. I'll pick the movie for you then.
Yeah, you do that.
Unless he's already...
All right. Jaws it is. Have a nice day.
Okay, no, he didn't immediately object. So... that's me off the hook. If he doesn't like it, or he's already seen it, that's his fault. The important thing is, I've already gone over and above. What was that phone call about using correct services? That's very weird. Alright. Just a couple more rounds, and then it's clocking off time. The gameplay loop of this is great. Because your day-to-day task is enjoyable. It's relaxing. Oh my god, look. That is a lot of blood. How did I do that? That's not even the thumb that I got the... Well, look, as a dad would... I'm carrying on. I cut my fucking finger as well. Choosing to believe that's fine. Oh, it's really stinging now. I've noticed it. Why is it that... What is the psychological effect where you don't notice that something's hurting until you see that you're injured? And I'm not saying that's like with everything, or that you can just walk everything off if you don't look at it, or if people could distract you by going like, if you walked in and your like lungs were hanging out and a doctor was like, okay, just don't tell him, and he'll be fine. I'm not saying that that would happen. Guitar? Violin? Wait, maybe. A banjo!
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
I was just about to say, there's no way that they could give me an interesting parcel like that and then not have an interaction. But the gameplay loop of go and deliver stuff, it takes you, I don't know what, like 15 minutes tops. Then you've got all these extra curricular things, takes like 10 minutes. You get to know the town, you get to know the people. And then you've got the kind of social aspect of it in the night. It's great. It's relaxing, it's interesting.
Finally done.
I wish... Oh, I tell you what, this would make this perfect, and I'm surprised that they didn't put it in, actually, is a bar. I know that's probably what Moe's Diner is supposed to be the analogue of, but that would have made it so good. I swear there's a... I swear there's supposed to be a place around here you can drive through this. It's fine. It's fine. Isn't that how Grand Theft Auto started? They were making a top-down racing game, and then they adjusted the pursuer or the opponent's AI to the point where the opponents were just ramming them constantly, and they thought, oh, that's actually a much more interesting gameplay concept. That's what I read on TV Tropes, anyway. What's going on with them drivers? Why aren't they conscientious like me?
Hey, Em, it's me, Kay. Wow, I just, instantly dialed your parents' number. Superpowers!
I can still
Probably
remember...
muscle memory or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like that thing where you smell something and it instantly triggers this mega old memory you didn't even know you had. Know what I mean? Oh man, I had that once when Barry bought me lilacs, and the smell instantly mentally teleported me to when I was 6 years old and fell out of a tree. And I ended up with all this lilac-smelling tree gunk all over my face. You remember that, right? What if it's like that with old phone numbers? You go, must dial M, and then your brain just triggers your finger to dial? Man. Anyway, I didn't call about that,
around the
obviously.
rules, don't stop me.
Of maybe taking a stroll around
Don't
the lake
stop
or something,
me.
clear my
Don't
head,
stop
and then
me.
Maureen suggested maybe you'd like to tag along. Not that I'm asking because of Maureen, of course. Just thought it might be fun to check out the old hangouts and the lake.
You just play along, I promise we'll be fine.
Sunday, I'll probably hang around
Leave
a
your
bit, so I'll
handguns
see you
back
when I
at
see
the
you.
door.
Sunday morning watchtower.
You
Be
and I
there
are
or be
down on the floor. You know what to do about it. Why would anybody not? You know what to do about it.
The Countess and the Carpenter.
Rules
Chapter
don't
4.
stop me.
No one screws better than the carpenter's apprentice.
I get it.
Old Mr. Nabenshoe acted like he was an expert on the topic. What
Nabenshoe.
he's done back there is nothing short of
Nabenshoe.
astounding. I'd hire him for any job, and I'd pay good money for it. I
Nabenshoe.
never expected that the fence he repaired would survive last night's storm.
Is that going to be a horrendous slang term in German? It's bizarre to me how well that works. That's like No More Heroes 3. Which, obviously, that's like Suda51's thing, is incorporating old school games into modern games. But that works so well there, and this visually, this is working so well here as well. When she's talking about a very new friend, is this the game telling me, oh, you may not romance these two people. You may only romance the two of them. Or one of them, rather.
Hiya! Should I just come up?
Come on up! You just have to watch your step on the third ledge. Should be good.
What? Step on the third ledge, presumably. This one.
I completely got what you just said, and I'm coming up.
That's a good joke.
Phew. I'm up. In one piece.
These big sweater dresses
It's all good.
that Meredith wears.
Call off the dogs. Ugh.
So glad
Look
you made
comfy as fuck.
it. Isn't it nice up here?
Sure is, baby.
Sure is. Oh, that view. Gets me every time.
Sounds like you're starting to remember what's great about P.O.
Don't you fucking try and trim me about.
Those times we took some pie up from the diner after school and
My foot's gone
sat
to
here
sleep.
talking
This is
about whatever
between
we
that
felt like.
and me cut my
Oh,
thumb.
yeah. How about
body is
that
betraying me.
afternoon I snuck in some beers from Uncle Stan, and they were really disgusting, and you puked all over the rail? In fact, wasn't it kind of where you're standing right now? Oh my gosh, it totally was.
I think I said this on the last stream. Without a sentiment thing, it's hard to know how she's going to deliver it. Like, is Meredith going to go, oh, did you have to bring that up again? Or is she going to go, oh, did you have to bring that up again? Is she going to go, it was not? Or is she going to go, it was not, you fuck?
Ew, ugh. Did you have to bring that up again? I was not counting on getting that much in touch with my younger self.
Is the top one always the most, like,
I'm glad you're back. I kind of missed having you
low
around.
stakes option?
I feel the same way.
What?
So, what's life been like for you since you left? Positives? Negatives?
Yes,
You
actually,
know,
both.
I went to university, got a job.
Both of them. That sound... Oh, God.
And maybe now it's time for something different.
Is it now? Providence Oak's different enough for you?
No, it's the same. It's the same. Because that's
Maybe
where I
it
grew up.
is,
It is the
and
same.
Maybe it isn't.
I need... Kate, me and you
That
need to have a
juicy.
a
Is this
long
about something
discussion about what the term different means.
Someone.
That's for me to know and me to find out.
I'm glad we can have these adult conversations now.
Ooh, there she goes with the crazy eyes. M still stands for mind your own beeswax, I see. All right. I'm backing off.
Okay, that's not the right one. Because that's... You do... Like, she obviously didn't. So... that is just asking for a massive fallout. That's asking for massive recriminations. You know I fucking didn't go to college. You're just rubbing it in. This one is a bit too deep, perhaps, but that's probably my favourite, and this one is nothing.
What about you? How have you been? I mean, really?
Really?
Mm.
It's been great.
Okay.
And it's been tough. You know, I guess it's like that for everyone. I mean, I wanted to go to art
Deep.
school.
See, I
yes,
knew it. If I'd
but
said college...
Turns out I wasn't good enough. Or
That's it. That would have
at
just
least that's
tanked this
what they
friendship.
told me when I applied. So I decided to stay and do my own thing. Make music, perform and stuff.
If there was a
you
bar
know.
in the
I
game,
picked
that's
up
where
some
she could do
shifts
it.
At the diner, Barry and I reconnected, got married, and then Max came along. You haven't met him yet, have you?
We haven't modelled
He
him
turns 13
for
in
the
a few
game.
months. Time flies. Anyway, having Max gave things
We just
a
didn't know how to
different
model
rhythm,
children, so we
but
didn't bother.
I still continued with my music. Even managed to get a bit of a buzz going in Portland. Lined up a few interesting gigs. Tough to balance, but fun.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, just like that.
Ah, shit.
Uncle Stan got sick.
Like, this is why
Hit
you
him,
never,
I can't
ever,
know, like
ever,
a ton of
ever, ever
bricks.
ask about anybody else in
It was
any
crushing. There I
circumstances about
was,
anything.
just about
You
to
go
get
through life,
somewhere with my music,
and the most you ever say
I
to
just
somebody
couldn't
is,
let them down.
¿Cómo estás?
So I stayed.
And
Helped out
ideally you
nursing
ask them in a
Uncle
different
Stan,
language,
picked up his
so that they
shifts
don't
at the
understand.
diner.
And therefore you never have to get entangled in this kind of shit. That's a row.
I can't imagine what it must have been like to make that choice.
This is probably the honest
I
one.
see where you're going, but honestly, I count myself lucky in a way.
There's no
Gave me time to
telltale,
assess.
like, we'll remember this type prompt. So, fuck, have I got to ask?
Sounds like you really stepped up.
Well, in hindsight, it was
This
a
is the
lot.
first time in the game where they forced me
In
to
the
use
moment,
to ask all
though,
3 options, I
don't
think.
Stop to think. You just do it.
Maybe
Where
I should
was
have...
Barry in all this?
Okay, so it just does it
Barry
automatically.
was
So maybe
actually really great.
I should have done it like a shit
He
sandwich.
divided
Oh, you really
tasks,
stepped
back
up.
The house,
Where was
and
your
he
husband?
Took care of
That must have
Uncle
been really
Stan
tough.
when he could. No questions asked. He was just there.
All right, fucking... That's loaded. No, you still work at the diner. Absolutely not. This one is free. This is open. This is like, and now what? You can do whatever you want. That one is just like rubbing it in.
And what now?
Well,
Yellow
Mo
eyes like a
has
snake.
offered a couple of times to put my name above the door at the
Moke.
diner. Up until now,
Moke Motel.
it felt like too much. Too soon. Too definitive. But I don't know. Maybe if she asks again, I'll think about it. The way things ended up,
It's
it
okay
may
at
not have been part of my
Moke's.
master plan. But I got to spend some of the most precious moments of my life with the most precious people I know. Got to say goodbye to Uncle Stan and be there for Mo. They basically raised me. I'm grateful I got to do that for them. And I built a family of my own, right here
They are
in
pushing
good
this
old
too hard.
PO. And one day, Those kids will hurl all over this rail just like we did.
I fucking hope not. Like, things should change. This scares the hell out of me. Oh, you know, slice of life, small town,
yeah,
Americana. But it doesn't have to
tough,
be American.
but looking back,
It could be anywhere.
I wouldn't trade any of it for the world.
That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? It was brilliant. I loved it. Oh, I'm so sorry I wasn't there.
That's so great, Kay. I'm glad at least one of us grew up to be a well-rounded individual. Is there a manual I can borrow?
No.
Well, after you left,
No,
I
I'm
had
not.
to raise myself,
no, not
didn't
happy
I?
about this. Not one bit.
So, ready to descend to the world below?
Nah, I think I'll stick around. Enjoy the view some more.
The view from the top of the ivory tower. Be careful not to get too used to it, young lady.
Kay? Thanks for the invite. I'm glad I came by. Just try to cut down the word count on the answering machine next time, would you?
That's true.
Oh, you better buy yourself some new tapes for your machine, Weiss. Just kidding. You know how I get when I get nervous. Thanks for joining, Em. This was...
Yeah,
good.
we managed to have a conversation without absolutely tanking what remains of our friendship. Of our shattered friendship. Better be Chloe Sevigny. Fucking Steve.
Hello?
It's gonna be Steve.
You're speaking to Monster Deal Central. How may I help you?
Oh, hi, Steve.
Meredith, please tell me to calm down. We are so close to a deal. Added 87 in shops all across America. Monster Deal.
Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down, Steve.
Okay. I met up with this big retailer, right? They read the pitch. They loved it. And they want to buy 150,000...
Okay. That's not how you say that. That's not how you write 150,000. What he has said there is 150.
copies of Added 87. 150,000.
Stevie, you need to check that fine print.
$35.
That's a lot of bagels.
That's a lot. But it's not a done deal yet, right?
Not yet, but oh, so close. I can almost taste it. Listen, I've got the contract right here. I'm sending over a copy. You should have it tomorrow. Could you please check it? I really hope I can depend on you this time.
This time?
I want your blessings before I sign on the dotted line, okay?
Fucked. I'll see what I can do,
I'll
Steve.
see what I can do, Steve.
Awesome. I'll be in touch again Tuesday evening. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
That's going to get this channel flagged. That's it. That's my streaming livelihood. Future
It's
streaming
official.
livelihood down the pan.
I love horror movies.
A Nightmare on Elm Street is radical. It was amazing.
Thank
you for watching with me, Miss W.
Why are you still wearing gloves?
You're welcome. I'm never going to sleep again.
Huh, maybe you shouldn't have watched the movie. Man, I wish my parents would let me watch these movies. I can't wait until I move out.
That's so dismissive. I like it. Yeah, well.
Move out? Aren't you 15 years old or something?
I like her t-shirt. It's kind
Almost
of like
16, and yeah.
Osamu
Don't get me
Tezuka
wrong. I love tinkering and I love working in my
anime
father's shop,
style.
but it's just so boring sometimes. I want to see more of the world. I want to meet more people. I'm sure you've
Good.
noticed, but there's
Good.
not many teenagers here in Providence Oaks.
This girl's
And
right.
I'm homeschooled, so I don't have many friends to hang out with either.
But what do you want to do after school then?
I don't know. My parents want me to work in Dad's shop, but I don't think I want that. And you left when you were younger, so I figured maybe you had some advice
The
for me.
fuck out of here.
Well, maybe. I think...
This game's actually doing a really good job of making me wonder what's... That's the one.
Maybe once you're done with school, you can start traveling. Go out and see the world, like you said you wanted.
And if you want to come back, it's like
People,
Rumspringa.
do new things. Be a free spirit.
It's Rumspringa. It's the best. It is
But I'd
the
have to get
single
my
best
license
system
And a car.
that the
But
Amish have come
I
up
guess I
with.
can save up money while I'm working for my dad anyway. And I've always wanted to see the Smithsonian Museum. Or Sequoia National Park in Cali.
See? Plenty of stuff just waiting out there for you to come and visit.
Am I going to have
You have 2 years left of high
let's say,
school.
an
More
encounter
than enough time to get your
with
license
Laurie's
and
parents
save
where
up
they
for a
go,
car.
did you fucking
You're
tell
right,
my
Meredith.
daughter to
Thank
leave town?
Also for talking to me and
Our
stuff.
only daughter.
You're very welcome,
Leaving
Lori.
us.
I had a lot of fun
And her
tonight.
father with his
Me
broken
too.
hip.
I should get home soon. Later, Meredith.
Why
Later.
are her shoes big enough like Sora's from Kingdom Hearts? They're enormous. I know that Sora's shoes have just been resized for Kingdom Hearts 4, but they look exactly like that. Absolutely massive. Okay. That should be doing something. Oh, shit. Taboo. Well, bastard. Okay, give me 1 sec. We're good. We're good. Quit and restart.
Top of the morning, P.O. Complaints and Monday mornings, the perfect combo.
P.O. positive or that?
So, oh, pick up the thing. All right. So I should do that. Bastard. I don't know. I'm not good at figuring this out. I am not a...
Take it away, Bert.
Morning, JR.
I'm not
I'm
a
afraid
logistics
it's
person.
a pet peeve from me again. People who come camping here outside the season, just bugger off already.
Oh, yeah. What twats coming in and
Loud and clear, Bert.
stimulating
Just like
the economy.
today's weather.
What bastards, huh? What? What absolute twats coming in here, spending money with us? What is happening? So, 101 West first. Uh-oh. What has happened? That's not good. That's not fucking good. I've been really enjoying this as well. Come on, lasty. You fucker.